Okay, so I started it up and the video cut off, so we'll try to splice this together. But we have rear heated seats here, which I really enjoy. Um, Kick protection for my son back here. And I like that sunroof there. Let's go out here for a second. Storage in the doors. This is actually real wood, which I enjoy. I had fake wood in my last one. They have a little built-in storage under here, which is awesome. You could buy aftermarket storage, but this built-in storage is good. So I got a blanket in there for the wintertime, jumper cables. And then this is an accessory I'm kind of enjoying. And it came actually with the truck. Is a, what is it? NOCO jump starter. So actually this is a little redundant to have jumper cables and the NOCO. So I'll probably take one of those out at some point. But that's nice for charging your phone, that kind of stuff too, in a pinch. It came with also the GM floor mats, which I'm told are actually a little better than the previous generation floor mats from WeatherTech, because they're a little more rubbery. WeatherTechs will tend to, after a year or two, they'll tend to bend up here, which these ones won't. Okay, so inside, I won't go too in depth in here because I know there's probably better videos of people that are talking about that kind of stuff than me. What do I like about the inside? Well, a couple things. I don't like this. I don't like this, the way it's designed. This skinny thing here, this pillar looking thing. I actually like the 2015 up to 2018 interior better. I probably actually wouldn't have gone with the 2019 or 2020. I would like them to change this, and I'm sure they eventually will. But the time was right for me to get this, so I ended up getting it. I like the button cluster. They've got pretty much everything up here. Parking sensors. Do not like the auto start stop, but you can shut that off. The only thing that stinks about this is you have to shut it off every time you start the vehicle. So there's no option to just keep it off, but that's okay, neither here nor there. This is really cool, the wireless charger. I do like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with my phone case, but I could just take it off and charge it wirelessly, which is really nice. You never have to worry about having a charger or that gunking up your area here. You'll notice this little 6-inch USB port I have here. That's for the Apple CarPlay. So you do need to be physically wired in to use the Apple CarPlay. I've just been playing with that a little bit because I didn't have that on my 2015, and it is pretty nice. I like the mode selector here. So when I was actually at the aftermarket place and asking about actually chips or upgrades to the engine, I had the 6.2 before, loved it, got great mileage with it. I was very happy with it. Power was great, but it was a little bit sluggish, shifted a little slow. There was no mode selection. This one with the sport selection, I'll just show you here. You can, right now it's probably in touring. There we go, sport. Normal, I guess I should say it was in. You'll see a little flag on there what it is in sport. Shifts a little faster, holds the gears a little better, and actually there's dynamic ride control, so it does change up the suspension a little bit. I do like the suspension better in the GMC, the 2020 versus the 2015 I had. It is quite comfortable around town, which a lot of times that's what I'm doing, is going around town. But I've driven my dad's Dodge Ram. It's a 2014, which rides like a car with the coil springs in the back. So I honestly did consider that, but I stuck with the GM because I love that 6.2 engine. And I know the interface, and I really like the outside, the look of this, and I think it's going to look sweet when it gets leveled and we get those other rims on there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else up here that I need to go into. There's people that are better than me at going through the infotainment stuff, so I won't go into that too much. Glove boxes, storage. I do miss, actually, so I like the wireless charger here, but in my 2015 it had just a big, gigantic bin here, which I am going to miss because that was a great place to throw gloves and hats and sunglasses when I am out hunting, or when I'm, just, it's a great place to store stuff. There is plenty of storage in here still too, and I like the fact that you can put a file folder here when I'm doing a project. Like we redid our basement, I kept all my receipts from doing the basement in that file folder, which is really handy. You just run to the hardware store, throw the receipt in there, and so you have track of it if you need it for taxes, and then also you have track of it if you need to return something. It's no fun to have to track down. When you're redoing a basement or you're building a house or something like that, there's probably close to 100 trips to the hardware store, so you don't want to have to track down all those receipts all over the place. You take them out, they're on the dry or they're on your bedstand and stuff. So it's nice to keep them all in one place. It would be nice to have a little more organization in here. I do miss, there was a little cup that came out of my 2015, which was nice. I kept like my bank deposits and pens and stuff in there. Now it's just one big bin, which I guess I'll deal with. There's an aftermarket organizer that goes in here, which I actually did order, but it came broken, so I will probably get that again. Don't love the storage in here as much as I did in my 2015, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. I do like that I have a couple extra cup holders right there. That will actually help quite a bit, because this ended up being, not only gloves and stuff in my 2015, but also a lot of empty water bottles. So that goes in there, and it's important to stay hydrated. People, don't ever forget about that. Rest of the cabin, let's see, I do like this little storage space up here. That is sometimes where I will throw my hat or gloves or something up there. The heads-up display, let's see, I'm parked, I'm not sure if I'll get it. Yeah, there you can see it. Yeah, you can see it on there. It's kind of nice. It's a bit distracting, but I am getting used to it. And one thing I do like about it, and I'm not sure how to get it, because it's there some days and not some other days, is the fact that there is a compass setting. So it'll say if you're going north, northwest, south, or whatever, which is just to the left of the miles per hour. So it shows you the miles per hour, and it shows you also the speed limit on the road you're on, which is quite nice. There's also other information you can get, like if you're off-roading, like whoever would need that and who's going to do that in Denali, I have no idea. And then the standard one, and then this lane keep assist, so just make sure you stay in your lane when you're driving, which I guess some people might like. I usually just leave it to the miles per hour, or I turn it off. Like I said, it can be kind of a little bit distracting, but I'm just getting used to this truck, so I'm sure I won't even notice it. And it is actually quite nice. It's a lot easier to keep your speed when you can see it like that versus having to look down at the speedometer all the time. Plus, some people, and myself included, the comfortable position to drive in sometimes actually does block the view of the speedometer. So there's that. Then we go over to the last little gadget here. So I'd spoken about, when we were looking in the back, the fact that the rear view camera is a mirror, and it also can be actually a mirror, but here it is, a camera again. And that would be blocked if I put a topper on the back. So I am actually really liking this a lot more than I thought I would. That ended up being a pretty good deal. I'm happy with it so far. It was and is still a bit, like I said, with the heads-up display, a little bit of a distraction, but it's kind of cool. Sorry about my finger getting in that video all the time, but it is a little bit of a distraction. But I'm really liking the fact that I can look in my rearview mirror and I cannot see the headrests in the back. The view you normally see, the headrests in the back, and that sticker there, and the pillars from the sliding window and stuff like that. I think that will be really nice. We'll look at the camera really quickly here. Again, as I said, I'm not going to be the best person to take you through this, but so we'll go to the camera here. The views are really cool. So I like the front camera is really nice for getting into my garage, which is kind of small. I like the lines and everything there too. Let's see, there's different lines. Hopefully I didn't screw this up. I think that's looking just right at the front, which I don't know why you would need that. I'll go back to this, that's better. This A lot of people say how cool it is. I don't really get it. You know, it's supposed to show you where you're at in 3D. I don't know why I would need that, what I would need it for. It looks really weird. I mean, maybe I'll find a use for it someday. You know, you can see you can see like my little herb garden next to it and my neighbor's truck sitting next to that too, but I don't know why you would really need that. These are kind of cool, the mirrors that show your wheels, so you don't curb them, or so you can, you know, pulling into a parking spot or into your garage. It's a little bit helpful. Let's see, I don't even know what that view is here. Curb. Okay, there's the back wheels, and the front wheels. The trailer thing is kind of cool. I don't pull a lot of trailers. I pull occasionally, and actually the cargo bed thing is cool. I will say I do like that, because you know, when I'm hauling stuff, I'm constantly wondering what's going on with it back there. My dog stays back there, so that's kind of cool. This won't show you too much right now because the end gate's down, but that's so you can see the ball on the hitch. And then there's a couple different options for the different cameras here, but my favorite are the front and the reverse camera are really nice. And I do like, actually, to the left here, you can see that 360 view. That's where I do think it is useful, next to you. And it does show, I like that it not only shows where the front's going to turn here, but it also shows the line, you know, that you're going to hit with the rest of your truck, which I do like that too, when you're turning into tight spaces and stuff, to have an idea of, oh, well, I would hit that, so I got to back up and try it again. Anyway, I've only put about 100 miles or so on this so far. I am liking it. I am glad. I'll be happy when I get those upgrades, which what I'm doing is a decked drawer system in the back, which will be great for hunting and hauling stuff. Tonneau cover, leveling kit. At this point, I am doing snow tires, and then the spring new rims and tires. So I think it'll look really sweet once I get those black rims and bigger tires on there. The winter tires should be fantastic for driving, and am excited to see what this looks like when it's leveled. I'll show you guys another video then. This got a little bit long, and hopefully it was helpful, but I appreciate your guys' time. Good luck car shopping.